Guys, if you haven't already, join the Noti gang by hitting that notification bell below this video, turning on your notifications, because if you have your noties on, you are going to get an alert whenever we put out a video and whenever we go live. It's the best way to stay in the loop with Dolphins news. And if you turn on your notifications and then go down in the comments and type Noti gang, you'll have a chance for a shout out on tomorrow's Dolphins Live. Dolphins fans, welcome into Dolphins Today. I am your host, Will Scott, here on this Wednesday. And Mike McDaniel had a press conference earlier today. We have a lot of injury news to discuss, and we begin with some positive news on offensive tackle Terron Armstead. Mike McDaniel said that Armstead will not need surgery on his pectoral strain, and he is considered game to game. Here is all that we know from the press conference from Cameron Wolfe. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel indicates that left tackle Terron Armstead will not have surgery and hasn't been ruled out to play Sunday against the 49ers. I'm told Armstead has been telling folks he's aiming to play this Sunday. Armstead does have a remarkable ability to play through injuries. We, of course, saw that earlier this year with the toe injury. This is amazing news because when the injury happened on Sunday, I think the fear was that it could be a torn pec and it could be season-ending. Then it comes out that it is a strained pectoral muscle, and we're thinking, okay, he's probably going to miss the next 2 or 3 games. We're not going to have him for this huge game against San Francisco. But here is Terron Armstead saying that the hope is, or at least he's telling people, that the hope is he's going to be able to play through it. Here's what his head coach Mike McDaniel said about him. Terron Armstead continues to impress me as an individual and professional and a teammate. If there's a way that he can be on the field and play in December against a playoff team, he lives for that moment. He really, really wants to help this team, which we rely on him too. He was a little nervous in the 24 hours after that injury, but in double the time, he has come back with a little pep in his step. So Armstead was worried that it could be serious. Since then, though, he seems to be optimistic about the injury, as does Mike McDaniel. So this would be huge if you have him out there. I mean, keep in mind that after he left Sunday's game against the Texans, the offensive line was an absolute disaster, giving up 5 sacks in the span of 12 plays. Now, will Armstead play on Sunday? What do y'all think? Type P for play or type W for won't down in the comment section. Go down, predict it. Sounds like he's going to try to give it a go. We'll see. But Austin Jackson does not appear to be in the same boat. Mike McDaniel saying that Jackson is unlikely to play on Sunday against San Francisco. I'll get into more about AJ in a second. First, I want to tell y'all about this amazing post-Cyber Monday deal that we have for y'all. 40% off Dan Marino jersey. Normally it's $160. It's going for $100 right now. Go and take advantage of this deal. It's going to expire at midnight tonight. So clock's ticking. Take advantage of this deal on this Dan Marino throwback Dolphins jersey. Chatsports.com/Marino. That's the link to pick up this great deal. Got to go to that link. That link in the comments and the description of this video. Going back to AJ here. So let's bring y'all up to speed because he injured his ankle in week 1 against the Patriots, was placed on IR. He missed the next 9 games. His first game back was on Sunday against the Texans. Actually got to start at right tackle, but then he injured the same ankle. So he re-aggravated the ankle, and now we really don't know when to expect AJ back. So that is the another concern here along the offensive line. I think AJ might be done as a Dolphin. I mean, it's just been a disappointing tenure for him in Miami after being a first-round pick out of USC a couple years back. I mean, if he re-aggravated that same ankle, he might miss even more time, and I don't really think that Brandon Shell is going to give that right tackle job up again. I think that even if AJ's able to come back, that Brandon Shell might start. So I think he's going to play as a Dolphin again, but after this next year, I'm not really sure. Will Jackson ever start for the Dolphins again? Type Y for yes or type in for no down in the comment section. Go down and let me know. I don't think he's going to start again this season, and they might look to move on from him in the offseason. Taking a look now at the possible starting offensive line for Sunday, now that we know that Armstead is going to try to play and AJ is out. So this is the starting five that we've seen play well at times this season. In fact, they went on a 2-week span, this starting five, without giving up one sack. Armstead at left tackle, Jones at left guard, Williams at center, Robert Hunt at right guard, Brandon Shell at right tackle. I would feel really, really good about that five. Not so much Greg Little at left tackle. Greg Little going up against Nick Bosa might be an absolute disaster. I would be very, very afraid of that 49ers front seven if Greg Little is out there. If Greg Little plays, I don't think that Miami's going to win this game. But if Armstead plays, Miami absolutely has a chance to win this football game. In my preview video yesterday, I even said that I think the 49ers are going to win. But now that we're hearing this information about Armstead, Miami absolutely has a chance to win this game if Terron Armstead is able to go out there, because you do take a look at this front seven for the 49ers. Here is their defensive line. You have Samson Ebukam, Javon Kinlaw, Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa. I mean, good luck having Greg Little trying to stop those guys. I'm worried if it's Greg Little. If it's Armstead, I feel a lot better. He said he's going to try to play through it. Raheem Mostert also looks like he's going to play. He missed the last game against the Texans due to a knee injury, but Raheem says that he is ready to go for Sunday after missing last week's game, and it was going to take a lot for Raheem to miss this game. He's going to the place that he played for a little while over there in San Francisco. Let's get to our next story, because we did hear yesterday that the Dolphins are going to be in prime time. Here is the tweet from Adam Schefter. NFL Flex, the Dolphins-Chargers game next week, into the 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time slot on Sunday. So it's going to be Sunday Night Football for the Dolphins and the Chargers. Justin Herbert against Tua Tagovailoa. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that game, and the hype surrounding this game is going to be crazy, especially if the Chargers win against the Raiders this week and the Dolphins get their 6th straight win against the 49ers. I mean, this is going to be one of the most hyped-up games of the NFL season. Tua Tagovailoa, the 5th overall pick in the 2020 draft, going up against Justin Herbert, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. And Emmanuel Acho of Fox Sports has been very much on the Tua train while also criticizing Herbert a lot this year. And here's what he tweeted after this announcement was made last night. This game will either make me more insufferable for the remainder of my sports TV career or force me to retire from sports TV. There is no in-between. We're obviously on Team Acho, man. He's been a big supporter of Tua, especially this season. Who do you got on Sunday Night Football next week? Is it the Dolphins or is it the Chargers? Type MIA or type LAC down in the comment section. Go down, let me know. I really want to win this football game. I really, really want to win this football game. Before I let you go, let's talk about some moves they made on the practice squad this week. A lot of y'all have been asking me about Kendall Lamb. He has been signed, the veteran offensive tackle. We'll talk about him more in a second. Freddie Swain has been restored to the practice squad. Basically, he came off the IR, the practice squad's version of the IR, so he's back. Grant Hermans has been released. Calvin Jackson has also been let go. But let's talk about Kendall Lamb, because that's obviously the most notable move they made this week. Signed after Armstead and Jackson's injuries. He's a vet, 87 career games played across 7 seasons. So I like the signing. You bring in someone with experience. He's not going to be activated by Sunday, but maybe against the Chargers is the date for that. Grade the Kendall Lamb signing. Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comment section. Go down, let me know. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be live tomorrow for Dolphins Live, talking about some news and rumors. Also going to get you guys a mailbag. 4 o'clock Eastern time for that. Turn on your notifications so you know when we go live.